All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in that chat box, in that comment section, let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Keep in mind, try to use the chat, not the Q&A. I don't really follow along with Q&A, so I will not see it per se if you put it there. Hey, Brenda, John, afternoon. Erica, good afternoon. Hey, Helen. All right. PK, Jim, they're going by fast, guys. Hard to catch them all, but I do appreciate it very much. Very much. All right. Woo! So keep in mind, everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see, make sure you follow along with us with all the various trainings that we've got out there, such as, with Spreads Q&A coming up on the 23rd, Monster Market Movers coming up on the 25th, Trading You is on the 30th. We've got Mastermind Group tomorrow night. I teach there. Power Hour and Trading Coaches Playbook are on regular schedule. Power Option Plays, regular schedule. Covered Call Explorer is not. I am out of town Thursday and Friday. I leave Thursday afternoon, get back Friday afternoon. So Covered Call Explorer will be done over the weekend. E-mini is on a regular schedule. Here's our followers page. Guys, make sure you're following along with the various trainings there. The easiest way for you to register for Power Hour is going to Trading Like a Boss. You want to register for Trading Coaches Playbook, go to Trading Like a Boss. You want to register for, go to Trading Like a Boss. All the free trainings we do there, all of the bonus trainings you have available are all right on that page. Hey, Daniel, how you doing, my friend? Woo, how's trading going for you? It has been a long time. Excellent. There you go. Thanks, Miguel, for dropping that in. I appreciate it. All right, guys, second attempt at this. I did this 2 weeks ago when we taught here. You know, New Year's resolution time, right? Everybody's trying to resolve to do something better, right? Although I don't agree with waiting until New Year to do it. There is a lot of good material behind what it means to have a very detailed system in front of you, right? And what we put together, you hear me say it all the time, you know, we've got tradinglikeaboss.com, right? Is one of our websites. Well, what we're doing is referencing or framing back that to the individual, to the student. And we built out a Trading Boss manifesto, right? We have spent an enormous amount of time on this. It started well over a year ago that we've been working on this and wanted to get it released for this year, right? So a Trading Boss, I'm going to read it. We're going to have this available on the website that you're able to download it. You'll be able to see it along with our mission statement. All of that's going to be posted right up on there in the lower footer somewhere on that page, okay? So Trading Boss is a person who takes control of their financial destiny and does something about it. It doesn't matter what their job, income level of education, gender, race. A Trading Boss sees an opportunity to reach their financial goals and takes the steps to make it happen. A Trading Boss understands that the quest to become financially free through learning to use the market requires hard work. It requires training. It requires dedication. It is no place for the get-rich-quick crowd or for those who want to reap the benefits without putting in the hard work. A Trading Boss wants positive results. A Trading Boss wants success. A Trading Boss sees the potential gain that comes with the trading the market and will not rest until they've done everything in their power to get there. A Trading Boss recognizes there will be friends, family, and coworkers who won't understand or support their mission. A Trading Boss will shut out all outside noise and focus on taking the steps needed to complete the journey. A Trading Boss will take their trainings, choose to use the best tools, and set aside the time to practice their craft. With preparation will come confidence, achievement, and success. A Trading Boss will strive to become the best trader possible, and in doing so, will have the skills and the ability to make the trades that can put them on the road to reaching their personal financial goals, regardless of how modest or grandiose the dreams may be. A Trading Boss adopts the mentality to put aside all doubts, all fears, and all excuses and takes action. That's what being a Trading Boss is all about, folks. Right? This document was not put together for me. This document was put together for you. Right? This year's 2023 for us is a year of commitment for us as a company to help more traders this year than we have ever helped before move to that next level, get to the place that they want to be able to reach and strive for those dreams and those goals that you guys have set out there for yourselves, right? We've put this together for you, right? We've got a lot of great stuff. I mean, you guys, I don't have it on. I forgot to change my shirt today, but I've got my Wealth Builder shirts. We're building Trading Boss shirts right now. And guys, look, I'm not here to make money on shirts and all that stuff, right? Anything that we get off of any type of tchotchke type sales, if you buy a book through Wealth Builders, all of those monies go to charities, right? Whether they go to Wounded Warriors, St. Jude, whatever it is. There's 3 different charities that we support, right? Those monies go there. This is not about trying to make $4 on a t-shirt. I could care less about the $4. It's more work and hassle than anything else. But I know so many of you have asked for them. We've got hats now with Wealth Builders we just put together. We're just getting all this stuff together now and getting ready to rock it out for you. So keep your eyes open for it, but you'll see this come out over the next couple of weeks. We'll be having this in more and more trainings. You'll see it available. And then again, we're going to get it posted on the website as well. So what are your thoughts? Do you like it? Not like it? Yeah, Erica said, how do you purchase the merch? We're working on it, Erica. We're close. We're very close. We finally got with the company that we're having these done with, because they're one-offs. You don't have to send an email to us and we say we're out of extra large. There's, depending on the shirt, there's 9 different colors and, 5 different sizes, and they ship all over the world. We've gotten a flat rate now for our shipping, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a hat or anything else that we get from them. So we'll let you know on that. A+, like it. There we go. I love it. There you go. Daniel said, doing well currently, funded with multiple futures funded firms. I am sure you've heard of them, but trading on principles I learned from you a long time ago. Daniel is trading full-time right now, teaching others to trade. It's great to see him popping in here and just checking in with us and see how he's doing. So some of you may remember Daniel and some of the e-mini stuff we've done and in the past. So Daniel is an excellent trader. All right. So Weekly Whispers, Tony Benson put out a brand new training a few weeks ago that he did, becoming a pattern whisperer. Now, Tony has put together a program where basically once a week, he puts together a video that has all the candidates he's looking at and the whys. And he's going to manage those positions, trade those out, keep track of every one of them, just like we're doing all of our trainings. We track everything that we do. Right. So go ahead and check this out, guys. You can click on the link. Miguel will drop that in there for you. There's an early bird on it right now. Take advantage of that. I think it goes through the end of this month. And then after that, it goes away, but it's right around there at the end of the month. I think it's on the bottom of the page, actually, as far as of the website, as far as where it ends. So take advantage of that. Click on that link that Miguel just dropped in and jump into it. Listen, for 2 weeks, guys, it costs you nothing. You register for a quarterly trial, a quarterly subscription, 2-week trial. There's no charge. Send us an email. Any of you that know, we do not argue with that, guys. If you send an email in, done, it's canceled, not a problem. My team takes care of this. They're on it all day long, 9 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. If we get an email in there, we get it taken care of. If we get it later than that, we take care of it the next day. Not an issue whatsoever. All right. Oh, don't want to do that just yet. How did you do today with trading? Drop your trades in down there. Let's see. Is Roman in here today? I can't see. There's a lot of people here. Let me just scroll down to the R's. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting there. He is not. Okay. That's because he's in a Nvidia trade. I guarantee it. And he is not here because he's doing the Nvidia setup today. Oh, goodness. So drop in your trades. Now, here's the thing, right? I don't care if they're funded or non-funded. I don't care if it went against you, if it broke even, if it made money. It doesn't matter. This is all about accountability. I want this event to become your accountability partner. Drop it in there, right? Put it out to the world. I'm going to read it out. Mary said this. John said that, right? I'm never going to say, oh, my God, you really took that trade? Right? We'll talk about maybe the whys it didn't work, if that were the case, or maybe why I would not have taken it myself. So let's see. Brenda got none today. Oh, Erica, I love this. $2,310 profit on SPY. I need to get a button here in my house, too. I got to get one of those buttons with the hammer. Great job, Erica. Great job. Let's see. John said Wheel of Fortune on Tesla, Shopify, Beyond, Plug, Naked Puts on Google, Iron Condor on RUT, Cash flow over 2K. You guys loving it? This is 2K today, 2,300 today, right? These are awesome numbers. That's why things like Trading Boss, Manifesto are so important. Pointing in a direction and we go, right? Karen, costs $1,500. Tesla and Nvidia up $500 each. So she put $1,500 in and she's up $500 each on Tesla and Nvidia. Nice. Very nice. There you go, Erica. All right. Congrats are coming through for you guys. Karen said, SPY call bounce off the 200, then the fib, and she went. Yep, there it was. It was breaking that line, right? PK said, SPY $1,030 on the weekly spread with from market mornings. Nice. $20 on AMD spread, $90. There you go. I love it. Oh no, oh my bad. Karen did not say, oh my bad. It didn't cost her $1,500. She made $1,500 on Costco and $500 on Tesla and $500 on Nvidia. Nice. Very nice. Woo! I love it. Daniel, $5,700 on the day overall. Daniel, I love that, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Erica said, I think the trading challenge was critical. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. I just had this conversation maybe 3 or 4 days ago with someone on my team about the one trade away challenge, guys. That's where we're seeing a lot of these successes come from. People went through that challenge and they're looking at it going, man, this is for some, not all. This is basic. I mean, ones that have been around a while, right? In the beginning, this is so basic. I got it. And all of a sudden they went, oh, I didn't know that. Or I forgot that. I heard it, but I forgot that. Oh, wait. And there's that. But that, oh, I like that. Wow. And, you know, yes, in the very beginning, this is what a stock is. This is what an option is. I get that as you're an experienced individual. But when we have people coming out of there telling me they're having 6-figure weeks, right? Wow. Right. So that the trading like the one trade away challenge is phenomenal. Okay. So $49. It's worth taking it every 3 or 4 months just to go back and dig in it again. Yep. Way to go, Daniel and Karen. Yeah. And everybody, congratulations. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So many of you know Amelia, who's our resident trader, right? She's our head trader here at Wealth Builders. And she uses her strategy for credit and debit spread, some directional trades on SPY and Qs. So today on Apple, she did a debit spread on Apple. So what did she do? If you follow along with the colors and the times, right? The bottom one is the green, right? 9:32 this morning, a vertical spread. She did 3 contracts on Apple, the 139, 140s, and she had a debit of 44 cents, which means she paid 44 cents to get in this trade. Then at 9:35, 3 minutes later, she got out of the trade for 66 cents. She's up 22 cents on that trade, which gives her about 50% rate of return in 3 whole minutes. Woo! Great setup there, folks. Great setup. And then also, she did a directional trade on SPY today. Great. Wow. What great numbers in there, huh? Directional trade on SPY. She got in at 9:46 this morning. She bought 3 contracts of the 396s at $1.58 each. So one contract would have meant you spend $158. That's it, $158. She got out of that trade at 10:20. So a whopping about 40 minutes later, 35 minutes later, whatever, 35 minutes, 91% rate of return as she got out of the trade at 3:03. Wow. Talk about crushing it. Man, she did big time. Absolute big time. Great job, Amelia. Great job. And to all of you, right? The reason I asked if Roman was in here earlier is because the trade that I took today, and I really focused on one primary trade, was on Nvidia. So Nvidia, we had some kind of upgrade on them today. I put out there to do a credit spread in our market mornings and or to take a directional trade. And the reason I did not have a directional trade on the other stocks, such as AMAT, AMD, Crowdsource, Qualcomm, Shopify, Wayfair, I didn't have directional trades on any of them. Why? Because they're not on my power option plays list. But if one of those were a stock that you really like, if you love Shopify, man, you know the heartbeat, how it breathes, eats, drinks, sleeps, you know everything there is to know about it, then yeah, consider on news a directional trade. But if you're brand new to that stock or you've traded occasionally, I wouldn't be jumping in directionally after the stock's already moved $7 or $8. It could easily flip the other way. And if you're not familiar with that stock, you could be underwater massively with having very large bid-ask spreads, or the volatility flip crushes it. And you know that because you trade it regularly. Well, Nvidia is one of those companies. I look to trade Nvidia every day. It's one of the main stocks I look at day in and day out. Today was that day. So I didn't take the credit spread on it. I was waiting for a directional trade setup on Nvidia. Right? And what happened? I've got some fib lines snapped on here. Let me see if I get Nvidia here. I've got some fib lines snapped on the intraday chart on TradeStation. Right? So you can see where we closed on Friday and where we opened today. We pulled back a little weakness in there as I pushed the 181.79. We broke above the 181.79. So first thing this morning, this is me. I am back here in position what? What is this position called? Position number 1 in the chair, right? I'm just sitting back and I ain't doing nothing. I am just chilling, man. I am watching it. And then we get up to the 81.79 and 181.79. I'm in position number 2. We break the 181.79. I'm on the edge of the chair, lean forward, hands on the keyboard, right? And that's where we are this morning. And I'm watching this candle right here as we're breaking above. We got a wick break above here, and then it pulled back. Excuse me. We broke above here and finally closed above the 181.79 level. It's like, all right, let's get the order set up. And now I'm watching. And the next candle, remember that 181.79 right there? That number came from 181.79, a Fibit that's on this chart, on the end of days chart, right? I didn't make the number up. It's there for a reason. So 181.79, remember that number. Today, we open up about where we closed on this candle, and then we pull back. And where do we pull back to? A low of 181.77, 2 pennies lower than the fib line. Boom, it's time to pounce. I'm in. I'm all over it. It's time. We get that bounce off of there, and the 180s were about 590 at that point. So we pick up a couple of contracts of the 180s in there. And if you look right now, let's see, I'm going to have to change this over just to make it, to get the option chain working. There we go. So the 180 calls right now are trading at 1085 is the mid price, 1080 by 90. We got out of them at 1050. So 590, 690, 790, 890, 990. That's $4 and another 60 cents, $4.60 on a $5.90 option. So cash in my pocket was 4.6. Cash out of my pocket was 5.9. That is a 78% rate of return today, right? And $4.50 on that option. So for me, really nice trade. You did 1 contract, you're up $480. You did 10 contracts, you're up over $4,000 on that trade. And of course, you can do the multiples from there, right? So I'm very pleased with the results today. Let's see. Great job from you. Absolutely, Daniel. Let's see. Stephanie said, sorry, I'm late. I made $650 on Netflix. Ka-ching, a call. 5 contracts in 2 minutes. Bought at $8.96, sold for $10.20. I love it. I love it. Took 5 long calls on the Qs, 216, sold it for 282 in 6 minutes. Caterpillar, 5 long calls at 216, sold it at 282 for $90 in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Woo! Guys, give everybody give Stephanie some congrats there, some kudos. Great job. There you go. Daniel says, LOL, love it. Emotional control, so key to success. Trade the plan, not your feelings. Exactly. Exactly. Stephanie said Netflix was $340 on the call. Qs was $282 on the call. Caterpillar was $247.5, and the Qs was $330. Man, just smoking. I love it. Yeah, the Thor hammer, baby. I know. Yeah, I don't have it here. As I said, I need to get one of the push buttons that we have at the office. I don't know where the heck I'm going to put it. I probably got to hide it over here somewhere on the other side of me. But because I can't get it here, it's too busy on this side of the desk, and over there is way too busy already. So way too much stuff here. Stephanie said, my best day so far. Great job. You know, the expression, you got to be in it to win it. listen, maybe it's every state, I don't know, but I know in New York, it's a lotto saying you got to be in it to win it, right? It's on their commercials all the time. And it's no different here. You've got to be in the market regularly. There are going to be days like today that you hit the friggin' home runs and you just crush it, right? But I can tell you right now, the average professional trader makes the majority of their monies from 20% of their trades. Doesn't mean they had 80% losers. They make the majority. On the 80%, they made a little bit, they broke even, or it cost them a little bit. Notice what's missing in there, right? They made a lot on 20% of their trades. On the other 80%, they broke even, made a little, it cost them a little bit. What's missing is losing a lot, not having a plan in place to stop that, not having a stop in place, which means to stop losing me any more money, right? I used to teach it like that over and over and over again. When I did one-on-one training with people individually, in your face with stuff like that, right? That's how important that is to someone's success, right? Let's see. Got to risk it to get the biscuit. I've never heard that one before, Brenda, but I appreciate the share. All right. So overall, great day, everybody. I absolutely love it. I love it. All right. So let's see. Let me bring us back into presentation mode. I'm sure I have it around here somewhere. How to make 7K a day. Now, some of you crushed it today, right? Some of you absolutely kicked tail on this position, on this day today, okay? So let me open this up here. Let me grab a document. 23. All right, let's see that. Okay. So guys, this year, these are trades we just closed on from over the weekend. We went through and analyzed what we did, right? So we got 15 lines, 3 of them are headers. That gave us 12 open trades out there, all right? 12 open trades. Just write this down. All right, 12 open trades for $7,800. This year, we are at $79,000. Now, when we put this title together last week, guys, we've crushed it on multiple trades this year. We're up 79 grand. You can see the very first week of the year, right in here, that yellow box to the right, that was up through the 6th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. We're up $34,000, right? So where's the 7K per day come from, right? Our numbers have dropped down. We're right now here. Actually, I don't have all the numbers on it. I don't have all the numbers because this is only these trades here. There's 25 trades on this page. Four lines are headers, right? This is a header box, January 23. Okay. So, and I just did this manually to say, okay, how much are we looking at with, this many trades divided by this much dollars made in total. And right now we're at $3,168 per day on average this entire year. And that was up till Friday's close. Last week we did okay, right? You can see when most of it was, we made $7,800. We had a lot of trades, but not anything big dollars. Whereas we had a couple of really nice trades so far this year, right? Netflix, $6,000, $7,800 the day after. Then Square, look at this Square trade, $7,800 on Square, right? We had 3 grand here, 5 grand on an Amazon trade, 7 grand on Chipotle again. Let's see, there's another 3 grand, there's another 3 grand, 3 grand on Roku. Actually, 2 grand on Roku. 2,300 Roku the next day, 2,700. Here's a booking trade for $10,920, right? Those are the numbers that jack our numbers up the way they did. So how do we get $7,000, $3,000, $1,500 a day? See, the number is less important. The 7,000 is exciting of, well, I want to see how you guys are doing that. That's fine. You want to see how I'm doing it? I'll show you. Well, let me ask, how many of you want to see exactly what I'm doing for these numbers? Give me a 1 for yes or a 2 for no. Light that board up and I'll share it with you. Light it up. All right, there's the ones. There's the ones. Exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Now, here's the thing that I don't want to say is disappointing. That's not the right word. But somebody can look at this and goes, it can't be that simple, but it is. But it is. Folks, I am on every week. I'm brought in, almost every week. I'm brought in as a special guest for Benzinga, big media news outlet company out there. Not as big as CNBC, but they're major, right? They are major. They bring me on. We talk about primarily what the markets are doing. I have all these trades lined up. Let's look at this and this. They want to talk about markets and consistency and what do I see happening and so forth. And I'm brought in as that guest expert for them. Every week, every Thursday, I go in around noon-ish, 12:30 or so. I'm on their channel, okay? And we talk about what I do, and the person who's the host, his name is Aaron. He and I go back and forth, and you'll hear him say it if you get in. When it comes to options trading, there's nobody I trust more than Rob when it comes to options trades. There's no one I see as consistent, and we follow a very simple path, a very simple pattern to get there. And if you could just grasp exactly what I'm going to lay out for you right now, if you could just do that, right, and have the patience to follow through with this type of system, this is what it takes to get there. All right, so let me go and actually let me change the color of my pen. I think I'd like a white one for now. So this is the opening candle of the day, candle number one. Here's the most important component of it. Position one in the chair is exactly where I was. I was back here. I want nothing to do with Nvidia at that point, right? Candle number two is position number one in the chair, right? So if we do it this way, let's see. Okay, we'll do it this way. So this is the candle, and this is POC, position of chair. I'm in position number one. When candle number two came out, I'm again in position number one. Candle number three, I'm sitting here like this at candle two. Candle number three, I am now in an upright position. So this is candle three, and I am in position number two in the chair. Right there. Yeah, that's a two. Trust me. It is. Okay. Candle number four, I'm now in position number three, which means I am literally sitting. You just saw me move. Exactly. I mean, I break chairs all the time because I sit on the edge of the chair. There's, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches between my back and the chair right now because I literally am on the edge of that chair. That's just me. That's my excitement level of, getting ready to jump up in the air because I'm getting ready to get my Christmas presents as a little boy, right? Candle number 5 is position number 3 in the chair. Now, all of this said, what does that mean? I am focused on what's happening there. My body language helps me to understand what I should be doing, right? If you know how to read a person's body language, when you see this, very closed off, they want nothing to do with something, right? If you are working with somebody or let's say that you're talking to somebody and you're standing up and you notice that person's feet are not facing you, but they're facing sideways. That's a psychological that they're getting ready to walk away. They want to walk away. Right? Or when the person's eyes are rolled back in the back of their head, or you ask a question and the person looks left as they're trying to find the information in the back of their brain, right? This is body language that is readable. And it's not only readable, your own brain recognizes what's happening. If you do it enough, if you form a habit, if you do it enough times, form a habit, it will change so many things for you. So position number 3 in the chair, I'm sitting forward. Right now I'm going to clear this off now. All right. At this point, we get the breakout. We broke above on this candle, right? 4th candle, we got our break above. 5th candle was our retest and our bounce. All right. So we're waiting for the bounce off of there. Now you're going to have a rule of some sort of something that you're going to use to help you enter this trade. Your entry is going to come because of I'm waiting for this much of a bounce off of the line, whether it be dollar, whether it be percent, whether it be breaking above the previous high of the second, the previous candle, that last candle, right? Getting above that high, whatever it is, you're going to have a rule to get into that trade. The way we do it in power option plays is very simple. It's $1 above. And that's so everybody has a consistent system to use again and again and again and again and again, and never, ever, 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 ever has to make a decision on their own. The system is laid out for you, right? I want to change the rules. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Stop. Actually, in power option plays, you're not allowed to change a rule until you're doing this successfully. Don't change my rules. You could change the number of contracts. I'm fine with that. I have no issue with that. But don't change. If I call this as a day trade or as an earnings play or as a directional trade, a swing trade, don't change it. This is the trade it is. The only thing you can do is if I give a swing trade, you can drop it down to a day trade. That is it. Don't change it. Don't change it. Period. Right? Psychologically, I'm in the right place. I get the retest. I get the bounce. My entry comes in on this candle right here at about 182 3/4. Right about there is my entry into that trade. Great bounce off of that level. Nice strong move to the upside. And then you're going to manage the trade multiple ways. You can manage it based on closing below an 8. You can manage it that you get 2 closes below an 8. You can manage it because the stock is going sideways, right? You can put a trailing stop behind it. I don't care what your exit criteria are, but I just did a training where I called one of the secrets that I taught the big E, right? And E was for entry. Identify, enter, manage, exit are all critical, but that entry is so important in getting it done right. When I was in manufacturing, you would ask the purchasing manager, how do we make money? He would say, you make money on the buy. We made money if we got to buy materials better. We had to sell them for the same price everybody else did. We made commodities, right? Racks, steel and stainless steel type racks. Home Depot carts, we made stuff like that. It's not like you can go out there and say, my Home Depot cart is so much better, you should pay me 4 times for it. No, right? That's a commodity. They look for the cheapest price. As long as the quality is there, the right steel, the right welds, the paint holds on, blah, 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 you're not going to get those kind of numbers. But if we could get a really good price on materials, raw materials, we did well. It's the setup. It's going forward to it. We make money on finding the right entry. If you don't have the right entry, the rest of it is garbage. It doesn't matter. I already gave you the stocks and power option plays. You got all 20 of them. And it's not like I'm trying to hide them from you. Oh, I know this. I've got drawings on there, so the spreadsheet won't open up. It's not like I'm trying to hide them from you. These are the 20 candidates right here. These are our 20 stocks that we look at. It's a little easier to see on this sheet. But these are the 20 that we look at, plus the VIX and the SPX. Right there. That's it. Some of these are $50, $60 stocks, were before today and Friday. Roku, PayPal, Square, dirt cheap companies right now. But then again, so is SPY and Nvidia and Netflix and Tesla and so forth. There's a lot of dirt cheap out there, period. Okay? That's it. That is it. Don't overcomplicate this. If you're trying to build out 11 different trading systems all at one time, you're overcomplicating it. One thing, get really good at it. Master of all trades, jack of none. Right? Jack of all trades, master of none. There we go, Rob. Now you got it right. Jack of all trades, master of none. You got a jack of none. What? Okay. So you got to master one only, right? Don't try to do 35 different things at once, right? I took a training one time that I bought this guy's training tapes. He was a former IRS prosecutor, worked his way up through the IRS. He's an attorney, went out on his own and teaches people how to legally take deductions for what you do in your business, right? And he goes all through. I've got a page of 20 plus items on there. I'm like, man, I'm going to start all of these. I can't wait. And at the end, he goes, his name is Sandy. At the end, he goes, I want you to just start with one. I'm like, one? I'm not doing just one of these. You know how much money I'm leaving on the table every year? There's no way. I'm doing them all. He said, if you try to do more than one, you won't do any of them. You know what? That next year, tax season came around. You know how many I did? None. And I got back to taking just one at a time and just doing one, right? Get really, really, really good at one trade setup only for right now. Don't try to do everything. Don't look at this as I need to do all trades. Okay, just look at this as what companies am I going to focus on and what's the patterns that I'm looking for or pattern that I'm looking for, and get really, really good at it. I hope I didn't disappoint, guys. This is not about fancy and crazy. You know, I used to teach that. I used to teach something, or I gave a name when I would teach one of my strategies. I would call something the upside down Flint rubble bubble cake. Go back and watch the Flintstones, you'll see it, okay? In one of their episodes, right? It was this crazy whacked out thing. You don't need that. I want simple. I am not a brilliant man. Sorry, I hate to disappoint some of you. I am not a brainiac. I don't have all of these amazing skills that I was born with or learned or none of that. None of that, right? Now, granted, I could shake your hand and in 5 seconds determine if I think you're a good guy or not, or gal, good person or not. Very simple, right? I'm really good at reading people. Being really good at math and science, that's why I never graduated college. I didn't graduate. I didn't, not because the company I worked for told me I need to go to school. Other than that, I didn't want to go to school. I went to school. It was called grammar school, high school. I was done. A students go on to become teachers. B students go to work for the C students. I'm the C student, right? I don't need to be a brainiac for this. I need to get really good at a pattern, and I did. I got really good at a pattern. This is exactly it. You can't make this stuff up. I didn't come in here saying, "Oh, what could we have done today?" I already had Nvidia on my list this morning, and that was at 7:30 this morning, about when I shot the video, a little bit before maybe, but right about 7:30, right? The news is already out that I needed for it, and so they were already on my list. I went ahead and had the fibs drawn. If any of you are wondering, these fibs that are drawn on Nvidia have been there for a very long time. They've been drawn since about, since about October 18th, October 20th, somewhere around there, maybe as late as October 25th, okay? But they've been drawn since then, at that point. So it's not, again, it's not like any of this stuff just came up today. And 181.79, that black line right there, 181.79, the white line right there. It's not like I can make it up. It's all, so what happened? It broke, it retested into bounce. Have any of you ever heard me talk about we take breakout trades? Me, when I say me, I take breakout trades. Have any of you heard me take one for yes, two for no, that I take breakout trades? I'm a breakout trader. Is that who I am, a breakout trader, or am I a retest trader? Nope, retest, never. Retest and bounce. Brandon said, why did you pick 181.79? Brandon, when it opened up below that. I was looking bullish today on the stock, on Nvidia. I wasn't looking at bearish. Why was I looking at bullish? It's all part of my system in power option plays. What is it? I already was bullish. I had a bullish bias on Friday's close. I had a bullish bias. I'm only taking a bullish trade on this. Period. In the end, I don't want to do anything else. And if the S&P aligns and goes bullish, I have a 70 to 80% chance of being right on this trade if I just traded bullish. That's the power of a system, right? That's the power of a system. That's why we did that, that one, Brenda. Retest and bounce. Exactly, Erica. Yes. Donald said, what strategy do you use in POP? So when you're saying the strategy, Donald, basically I taught the strategy right now. Wait for the breakout, the retest, and the bounce. What we trade is directional trades. We are an options trading system is what I've got with power option plays. And really what I'm doing in there, Donald, is this. I have 20 stocks that you will not trade all 20 of those stocks. You just won't, right? It's not the nature for most people to trade all of these stocks. And I'll show you why. If I bring us down into that list, oh, too far. Hop on in. If I bring us down to the list, I'm going to sort by closing price. We have stocks as low as 52 and as high as 2,300. Most people are trading ranges, right? They're going to trade stocks. Let's say that right there. Let's say we go up to about 100 bucks, right? That's the first range. They're going to be people that trade the big dollar stocks. Right? Costco, maybe SPY, MasterCard, Adobe, Netflix now falls into there, $300, $300. All right, so the bottom set of the checks are the big dollar stocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the lower cost stocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the medium stocks. That's 11. That means there's 9 on the higher price stocks. What I suggest you do, Donald, is you take, let's say you were the higher price group trader. You're trading the big dollar ones, right? If you like just those big dollar ones and you don't want to go to the lower dollar at all, you don't want the $50 and the $70 stocks, that's fine. whatever number you take off of my list, you add that many more back on your own list. And now you take my list, minus the ones you don't want to watch, but build it back up to 20. 20 candidates gives you a really good tradability every day. There's something to trade almost every single day, barring flat, dead, no movement at all, barring those. And even there, you can do spreads, right? But not what we do in power option plays. We don't do spreads there. We are directional traders. Every one of these trades, Donald, that is in here for our closed trades are all directional trades. They're all day trades, in and out the exact same day. No different than what we had on Thursday and Friday. Just haven't moved them over yet, right? Apple, we lost 195. We made 1755. Amazon, we lost 1500. We made 3900. Goldman Sachs, we're underwater 2700. PayPal, we're underwater 390. The next PayPal, we're up $3,120. SPY, we made $3,000, broke even on Square. Tesla, we made 1900. We gave back, it cost us $23.40 on United Healthcare, and we made $975 on WD. All of these with directional trades, you can see the number of contracts, either 10 or 20 on a day trade, unless they're high priced. If they are booking on Chipotle, we only do 4. Right? We only do 4 contracts. Again, there's a system. Everything we do is systematically planned. Right? To say I'm stoked about it is an understatement. We are crushing it. We've done this every year. We test and balance with strategy. Okay. So do you think the S&P will be bullish over 40.15? So we're going to look at the S&P now, Erica. Let me just go through the rest of the comments. So Donald, it's all calls and puts, no spreads. Got it, Erica. Okay. PK said, as you say, you can trade the SPY almost every single day. Yeah, and especially with daily options on them now, right? Where they expire every day, Monday through Friday on the SPY and the Q. And that's coming, folks. You're going to see it on every stock. You watch. In the next couple of years, every stock. Weekly stocks that have now major movers, a lot of open interest, you're going to see them on there. They won't do it if there's not enough open interest. They can't. You can't take 300 contracts of open interest for a week and dilute it 4 more days of that. So now you had 300. Now, instead of 300 for one day, Friday, you're going to have what? 50, 70 for every day of the week per day? It's no good. You need some volatility in there. You'll see the Apples and the Amazons and the Googles will be there, the Teslas, the Netflixes, without a doubt. All right. So if we look at the S&P 500, let's go back to symbol, go to SPX. Clear those out. Okay. So, guys, if you haven't seen it, Miguel, can you drop the link to the newsletter in, please? Yes. Okay. Without a doubt. Mel, we'll put in and also drop a link into Mel's asking for power option plays. But if you see the newsletter, it's wealthbuildershq.com/newsletter. Every weekend, every Sunday, we send an email out that there's a new video up there ready. I do it on a Friday. It's up there Friday night. You can always go watch it. It's there. You'll get a reminder of it. We're not going to stop that. You'll get a reminder of it on Sunday, but it's there. It's housed on a page, so you can save it and just go right to that page and look. In that video, I talk about in depth. I talk about what's going on with the S&P. It's all I talk about. VIX, S&P, maybe some economic reports. The video lasts 5 to 8, maybe 10 minutes long. That's it. That's it, right? That's all it is, okay? So we talk about S&P 500 there. Well, what happened here? We got to close on Friday right here above this downtrend. And that's important because this downtrend, it's a very busy chart. I'm sorry about that, but nothing I can do. Right? This downtrend in here has been going on now since January 4th, beginning of January, 3rd, 4th, somewhere in there. This is where we peaked out. Okay. Wrong way. Okay. So we've broken above before, right? Where we broke above that level on a breakout, which I don't take, and a fail. We broke out again, and 2 days later, we had failed. We broke out on the gap up, and we failed. So we were having overall big picture, lower highs and lower lows. Then we got this leg of the run, which is really not any different than this leg of the run in there. Got the breakout and failed. Now we get a breakout here, and we fail. We break out again, new attempt, and fail again. What's the difference? This time we have a higher low at that 37.64 than we had prior, which was right here right about that 3,700 level. All right. So that's very important to understand. That's number one. We get back above the downtrend line and we fail again, but this time we fail with a lower high. All right, here we go. We're setting it up again, lower high. So now we've built an actual wedge or created an actual wedge in there on our chart, right? We've got these, again, this is prior to today's candle, right? And I know I'm off a little bit on my lines, but you guys get the idea, okay? So there's the wedge that we've got drawn in there, okay? Today we get above the 40.15 on a close so far, on the close so far, you know, current price, we're above the 40.15. So what does that mean? All right, so we broke through level one. Level one is kind of, you know, the ceiling's made out of paper. That's all it is. It's there. It's still something there, but it's still a ceiling, right? Or cardboard, let's say. We broke through it, right? You still got to get above the 40.25. That's step number two. Now, we're in a true bullish bias right now. But to me, we still have to break the 40.71.52 and then that 41.01 level right there. Once we get above that, that's where I'll start to feel more of the bullishness. Now, with that being said, I don't believe we're in a bullish market. I don't believe we're not done going down. Let's see what happens when the Fed announces first week of February and they do raise rates, even a quarter point. It may be perceived as not so bad, but I don't think it's the point, the value that's going to matter. It's the forward-looking statement. And when we still have not seen, yeah, there's been big announcements of big companies with layoffs, right? And many of them very late, by the way, with their layoffs, okay? There's been big announcements of big names laying off, but we're still too low on unemployment. We're still too low. Does the way we come out of this market condition, this environment, change over how it's been every other time? Hey, listen, anything is possible. I just don't know if I'm ready to concede and say, yep, we are ready for the upside at this point. It'd be beautiful. That's fine. Listen, I'd be happy to be wrong there, right? When 2008 came around, we knew exactly what was going on. I had called that. When we had a couple years back, we had the turnover from China, from COVID. I had said, we're going to have another economic change. And you guys, I mean, we've got it on recording. We're going to have another economic change. The market is going to shift. It is definitely going to be something that's happened that is man-made, but it is not something that I believe will be the US. I believe there will be some other country that causes this to happen, possibly China. Now, I had no idea about COVID or anything like that, but the thought was that China's economy and their hiding numbers, the GDP is not what we believe it to be, and so forth, or believed to be what we believe it to be. How about that? We just don't, I don't know if you could trust the numbers that they're giving us. It's like you can't trust that only one person's had COVID in China, right? In the last year or whatever it is. It's not true, all right? So based on that and some of those things, I've been pretty good at picking where we go. Would I be happy to be wrong? Yes. If we can go up from here, I'd be very happy to be wrong, right? But right now, I just don't know if we're ready to do that yet. The Fed announcement, we're not going to be done this quarter. They're not going to come out in February and say we're done and we're going to hold on rates now. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe it for a second. Actually, my expectation is, hey, Tripp, I see you in here. Can you tell me the 50 and 25 basis points? What is the chance of hike for those in February right now? I think we're closer to getting a 50 basis point, a half point, than we are a quarter. We'll see. We've got to play through the numbers, right? We've got to see what it does. All right, let's see. Tripp said, yeah, Bullard said 35.35, Karen said. Okay. Yeah, there's a website that we use for that, 0.25. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would have thought, 2.5. So Tripp said, interesting article in the journal about comparison of nighttime lights and GDP figures, proof that authoritarian governments lie about GDP. So, all right now it's 98.2% for a quarter, which means it's the rest of it is going to be a half, because I don't believe we're going to get anywhere chance of 3/4. We'll see where the numbers come out and then what they say from there. I think we would be better served with a half quarter or quarter, but we're going to see a 3/4 point from here, I believe, no matter what. As far as hike goes, okay? All right. We've got you know what? We've got a couple of minutes, guys. Drop in whatever symbols you want me to take a look at, and I will be glad to do so. for you. And with that, there's one more thing. Guys, if you need to focus and follow along on our calendar of what's going on, right? So this Wednesday night, the 25th, is Monster Market Movers. Some of you have been pleasantly surprised the last 2 months that the pattern of the month we've gone over are Fibonacci trades, right? We went through what fibs are and how they work, drawing properly. We went through a zero line breakout in the previous one in December. We're picking up our series again this month with another fib pattern that we're going to be teaching in there, and that is this Wednesday night. And normally, if you come into Monster Market Movers, the first one is $49, and then after that, it's $199 for the month. Okay, and you get access to the training for the full month. It's all up there and such, right? Manuals, prerequisites. There's 4.5 hours of prerequisites up there on top of the 2-hour training we do now, and some other bonuses that are in there right now. And Miguel, there's also not a link, but a coupon code, correct, for that? Did they give you the coupon code for that, Miguel? So Miguel dropped that link in there, guys. Let me see. And here's what we're doing as far as price goes. This month's Monster Market Moves, this ends Wednesday. So you can use it for this month's Monster Market Moves. If you are a new subscriber, you've not subscribed before, you're a new subscriber to Monster Market Movers, instead of the $49, yep, there it is. So Miguel dropped that coupon code in there, which is Fib Crazy. You got to use the capital letters. All right, Fib is capitalized, F, no space. The C in Crazy is capitalized, right? What's happening is for your first month of Monster Market Movers, it is $21.34. 21.34, 2 fib numbers, all right? Because we're going over fib patterns in there, right? Yeah, exactly, Trip. Amelia's like, yeah, I like that when I gave it to her earlier today, that number, right? So, and she put the coupon code together for you guys. So 21.34. So that's your cost for Monster Market Moves for this month. 2-hour training live with me. It's 21.34 for the first one. I mean, take advantage of it. If you like it, do nothing. And you'll continue to stay along. If not, let us know. We'll take you out. No harm, no foul. All right. So, let's see. Hey, Jim. Jim said next week big stock reports earnings as well. Apple, Amazon, Meta, Google. Yep. And the funny thing is, you get this out. I try to keep my desk clean. This is my top tracking sheet, right? You've got Apple on February 2nd confirmed, Amazon on February 2nd confirmed, Google on February 2nd confirmed. No trade at all on the NQ trade, the futures trade that day with those 3 coming out. Any one has an opposite direction move and you can get your head handed to you, right? So you got to be careful. Daniel, man, it was great having you here. I appreciate it. We need to catch up. I'll tell Amelia. Absolutely. I'll tell Amelia. Yep. All right. So let's see what we've got here, guys. Let's see. Only a couple of stocks, which is good because we've only got about 5 minutes left. Let's see where we at. Big Airplane, BA. I like it, Boeing. I wish we could get them back on our pop list. I really do. I like them a lot. So here we've got Boeing. They're a $209 stock. Karen, I love where it is. I love where it's sitting right now. If we close here, it was Karen, right? Yeah. Small move up, retest, bounce. And we're looking at the next level. We probably need some other stuff in there. 208 to 226 is 18 points. Let me do this. So let me go back and look at it again, Karen. Just give me a second. I'll pull it back in, just so I could see what the pivot is on it, since I had my list up for pop. So they move $10, $11 a day. So 97, that would be 07. Yeah, we're okay there. It's close. But this 2, yeah, we need an 809 in there, negative 809. So let's split that level in half and we'll be good there. It's just too big of a distance. And watch what that 809, that negative 809 does for us in Karen. Right off that wick, right? So 217.43. Give me a small move up, a retest and a bounce. 217 is our target. All right. Hope that helps. Let me know down below. Amazon. Erica had Amazon in there. So Amazon had a great bounce on Friday. Not surprising to see a little bit of a pullback today. It's kind of struggled a little in there in the middle of nowhere. So pull back to the 94 quarter and bounce, or get above 100, retest and bounce. Either way on those, Erica, we're good. But where it is right now, position one of the chair. I'm not interested. Next. Brenda said, what happens if there is no hike? So Brenda, it's not really the hike, but they're going to hike. I'm almost positive. I would bet a lot that there's going to be a hike. It's not the dollar amount, it's what else is said afterwards. Right? You may see a spike if we only got a quarter point. If we got no hike, you may see a spike up with traders thinking, all right, things are better. But then if Powell comes out and says, yeah, we're going to do a quarter point hike for the next 6 quarters, the next 6 months. All right, well, that's a problem now. Right? Because we were talking 3 quarters, it's not the number, it's what else they say behind it. And it doesn't matter Bullard or anybody else, it is what Powell says that matters. SPY. All right. So SPY was, I think that was Karen, right? Yep, it's Karen. Okay. So Karen asked for SPY. So Karen, we gapped up and ran right into a blue zone. Not surprising to see a resistance level there. If you were trading SPY today at that 400 level, should have been a trigger at least to say, all right, tighten my stop, move to a trailing stop, something, or exit out of the trade. Because that blue zone, there's an area of strength, something we teach in Pop, but there's an area of strength there, right? It's within $4 on this stock anyway, on this position, which is what we're looking for. There's less than a $4 difference there, 400 to 401.89. So we draw a blue zone. It's just, instead of me trying to pick a target of, that hard number is resistance, that zone becomes resistance, all right? And you can see it's not the first time we have played in this sandbox at all. Okay, so for me to take a trade on it, break up, retest that 402 and bounce, and 406 and a half is our next target then, if that's the case. Let's see. All right, Trip, let's drop some in. We got a minute or two. Micron, MU. Let's do the unscrunch, 7, 6. Okay. Let's pull it out a little bit. All right. So Micron, IBM has earnings on Wednesday. AMD has them on the 31st. Okay. So Micron is the first one. So I like where it's gone, Trip. The last time we ran up, we hit the 50 and we got a secondary H pattern, which doesn't really count, but it did, fall nicely from there. I'd be looking for the break above 61.93, the retest and the bounce up to 64.5 on this. If it fails or closes where it is, Trip, we have a switchback trade and we could take it either direction. Right? Then we've got IBM. So Trip said IBM is next week. It looks like around the 25th or so. Oh, it's this week? Wednesday. Yep, this week. Which is 25th. Exactly. Okay. So, yeah, I wouldn't do anything right now. Trip, we're kind of in the middle. Break the 140.17 or break the 143.52, and we'll have a lot more choices in there. And then AMD. So, by the way, the stocks from this morning's market mornings. Let's see. AMD, anything that we had a bullish call on, they crushed it. AMD, Nvidia, Qualcomm, Shopify, Wayfair, and CRM crushed it today. All of the bearish candidates, why would I take them? The market's going up. I'm not taking them. All right. AMD was one of them today. So same scenario, Trip. You got earnings coming up. You got to be careful. They're on the 31st, I think, which is Tuesday. So we're looking for close above the 76, a retest and a bounce up to 80. If we close here and fail with the bearish S&P tomorrow, you've got room down to 71.60. I would do it only as a day trade, of course, at that point. All right. And then last, QQQ, just for you, Brenda. You know, Qs have done well, right? Come on, kind of frozen there. No, 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 not what I want. Come on. Okay, good. So same thing, Brenda, right now, if you look at where they are, they're in the middle. Here are the two fib lines, and they're here. They're floating around. Doesn't help me any. Retest the 83 level and a bounce. Break the 293 level, retest and bounce. Either way is an opportunity. To the downside, I'm not interested in anything unless we close near a fib line. We get near that 293 level, yes. We break and close at the below that 282.99. I'm not interested in the downside because there is my stop. Just $2 away or so, $2 or $3. So by the time you get in, it's already moved down. By the time you get out, it's a little bit above support. I don't have much in there. So I'd be looking at this only if we get those retests and or breakouts. Karen said, is market mornings available through the website? So yes, Karen, actually, so do this. If you go over to tradinglikeaboss.com and you sign up for market mornings, appreciate that. Going in there to tradinglikeaboss.com. If you sign up for market mornings in there, what will happen is every day we send you an email that says, oh, the market mornings are available. And then it's housed on a page, the exact same page. Sean just changes the video out every day. Puts a new, it's all he does. New video goes in there and puts the date on there. And that's the only difference from the day before is that. And then right from there, you could watch that training 5-6 minutes, but you're not waiting and going back to YouTube and keep checking. Did it publish? Did it publish? Did it publish it? Once it publishes, it's already been sent over to Lee, who sends out our emails, and that email gets sent out in the morning. 8:30, 8:45-ish is when that email comes out. It takes about a half an hour to process the whole thing on our end. But yes, and it's all free. It's all free. You're welcome to go watch it on YouTube. That's fine. But this way, you know exactly when it's coming out and you can take advantage of it. And guys, look, from last week, Friday, Biogen, Costco, Google, and Netflix, we crushed it. Crushed it. So this is Netflix on Friday and Nvidia today, both pop stocks. Right? And we don't just trade pop, it's news. I trade news. That's what we're looking for there. All right. Crushed it. Love it. There you go. So stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. My standard sign off on most everything we do, crushing it, one trade away, right? It's all in there, folks. It's all in there. So listen, I hope today was a good day for you. I had a great time with the training today. I'm going to leave the room open a couple of minutes. We'll stay in here so you can click on those links and grab those and get registered. But take advantage of that Monster Market Movers special. You're not going to see this last, folks. That link will be good until for Wednesday's class only. So it's good up until Wednesday. After that, it will not. It's deactivated. It's done automatically. But the other stuff that's in there, take advantage. If you want to learn more about pop, you want to learn about market mornings, you want to learn about whatever, click on the links that Lee dropped in. Not Lee, Miguel dropped in. And I will see all of you at our next update. Take care, folks. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.